back to my YouTube channel. Like I promised you guys, especially those in my Telegram channel, that this year we are going to see a lot of changes on the Telegram channel, and that is what I am doing now. If you look at my background and whatever I have here and compare it to my previous video, you realize that there is a lot of changes, and I promise you guys that this year I'm going to drop a whole lot of content that you are going to learn from. I've been on a break on YouTube for more than 3 months now, but now I am back to teach you whatever I have in me. Before we move on, if you've not subscribed to this channel, hit on that subscribe button, and also my previous videos, like my previous videos, and also comment. I'm here for you guys, okay? So whatever you want me to do on this channel, just comment it under any of my videos. I'll see, read it, and do according to what you want. In today's lesson, we are going to learn what we call sniper entry, or we are going to have a feel of how sniper entry is being done by most traders, and especially myself. Now, when we say a sniper entry, traders have different meanings to sniper entry, but when I say sniper entry, this is what I mean: taking trades at your POIs, your AOIs, your point of value, without a drawdown. Now, before you take a sniper entry, these are some of the things you need to look out for. You need to look out for high probability setups that are A1 setups, that you know, when I take this trade, definitely I'm going to make money and it's going to go my direction. Secondly, we also have clear entry signals. You have to make sure that when you are taking a sniper entry, you have a, no matter what, if I enter this trade here, it's going to go into my favor. That is when you put your confluences together and you have your support and resistance on strong zones on the higher time frame. Also, you have to look at your risk management when taking sniper entry. I'll explain that more when we move to the chart. You also have patience. You need to be patient. I always say that we are trading against the big boys. The big boys also are trading against us. So smart people are trading against us, which we think we are smarter. They also think they are smarter, which is just ending up or summing up to be a zero-sum game. So you always need to be patient for price to come to you. Don't chase the market. If you do that, you are going to lose money. At the end of the day, we are here to make money, and you know, when we talk about money, we are talking about black. Once you are losing money, you become confused. You end up saying forex is not for you. This is not what you want to do, right? So you need to be patient for the markets to come to you. Like I always say, if you've not subscribed to this channel, just hit on that subscribe button. Now let's move to the chart and see feel how sniper entry is being done, or how I take my sniper entry. Alright, so this is gold on the monthly time frame, and you can see that we are having a movement to the upside, which means the bulls are taking charge of the market with this confirmation as well. You can see that this candle has broken above. We have this bullish candle that has broken above and closed with a body, which is already telling us a lot. Now this is a monthly time frame, so this is the candle we are going to concentrate on, and once price is moving in an uptrend, we are going to look for buying opportunities, unless of course price is retracing back to this zone. Then we have the continuation upwards, or better still, we have the continuation from here directly. This candle closes here, then price will continue moving to the upside. So this is the two things we'll be expecting price to do, but this is on the monthly time frame, and like I said, we are moving in an uptrend, so I am looking for buying opportunities. So when we move to the lower time frame, then we are going to look for buying opportunities, but when we are taking any sell, then it means we are taking a counter trend. So let's move to the weekly time frame and see what is happening here. So this is the weekly time frame as well. This place is also a source of support. So whilst price is in the support zone, we'll be expecting price to continue buying from the support zone, because this is a very strong support. When we move to the lower time frame, you realize that this is a very strong support. So on the daily time frame, this is the daily time frame. Okay, so you can see the daily time frame. You can see the number of rejections we have on the support zone. Remember, we are not using any other tool apart from the support. I just want to teach you how simple this can also be. And also remember that we are talking about sniper entry. So when we are talking about sniper entry, it means we are entering exactly at where price is reversing or where price is about to reverse, especially on our POIs, our key zones, our demand and supply zone, or wherever we want to enter our trade. Immediately we see a confirmation and price is reversing from one point to another. So this is the support zone on the daily time frame. You can see that price is even rejecting the support zone already. You can see all these rejections over here. Now I am going to look for how to get my sniper entry, but on this particular trade I should look for my entry. If I'm able to get my entry on the 4 hour, then I'll enter on the 4 hour without moving to the 1 hour or 15 minutes time frame, because these are the time frames where I mostly do my analysis. So let's move to the 4 hour time frame and see what we have here. Now right on the 4 hour time frame, let's delete this. Let's delete the support zone we drew on the weekly time frame. So you can see the 4 hour time frame here. Right on the 4 hour time frame, let's see what is happening here. So even if I draw another support on the 4 hour time frame, which is also going to serve as a demand zone, you can see this rejection at this point. You can see the rejection. See this long candlestick that has picked out liquidity from this point, and look at the rejection. This is already telling me what to do. It's already telling me that buyers are taking over the market once again, because right on the higher time frame we've already seen where price is moving to, because the structure is already telling us that price is moving in an uptrend, or the bullish are playing games in the market. Now the next thing I would have to do here is, so right with this kind of analysis, we are only using structure, support or resistance, and also candlestick confirmation, price action, candlestick confirmation. We are not using anything like chart pattern here. We didn't use anything like demand or supply zone or whatsoever. We only use support or resistance, or support zone and structure. Once you know your structure, you are good to go, because everything about this market is about structure. If you know what the structure is telling you, whether it's in an uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation, then you already know what you are doing. Now I have a video on market structure. You can look at that also. The link will be posted up there. You can see the link up there. You can go and watch that video as well. Once you know your structure, everything is possible. So right on the 4 hour time frame, you can see this rejection. So I don't even have to stress myself going back to the 15 minutes time frame or the 1 hour time frame, unless of course I miss this confirmation. Let's say another candle has formed and price has already started moving in an uptrend, and I want to jump into the market. But for here, you can see that price has already rejected our zone with this long pin bar. So the next thing I'll do is just to pull out my long position to drop it here. Let's see what we have here. Drop it here. Then my SL a little below that zone. Then my take profit to the nearest support or resistance. I also explain in most of my videos why I take my take profit at the nearest support or resistance zone. So my take profit will be here, because this is also another turning point for price. Price can get here, and then we can have a reversal to the downside again, because this is also support 10 resistance, another turning point for price. So once we see this, then I am going to take my entry immediately. I can also take my first take profit here, then my second take profit. So this will be my first take profit. Let me put this line here. This will be my first take profit. Then I can also take my second take profit here, and maybe move higher, but you should know that I will always secure my profit at the first take profit, and then I will also allow the rest to run. So let's see what happened after we took our entry. After this pin bar, you can see our first take profit is triggered nicely. So right at this first take profit, I've secured my part of my profit. And this risk is, let's see, the risk to reward ratio. We have 1:3 risk to reward ratio, which is a very good risk to reward ratio. And in most of my videos, I always teach about risk to reward, why I take 1:2, 1:3 risk to reward. So you see, our second take profit is also triggered, so which means I am already in profit. So this is now our sniper entry, because we took the entry right on the on the support zone. This is very easy. Now this can also be done on other time frames, so whichever trader you are, you can still get your sniper entry if you know what you are doing. Now let's look at another example. So right here, our third take profit is also triggered. You should always know one thing, that the trend is always your friend. Once you know the trend, you are good to go. Everything about this market is about structure. You should always know what the structure is telling you. Then you are good to go. So our third take profit is triggered. So this is it right there. Let's look for another example and look for some sniper entries. This is pound JPY weekly time frame. So if you follow me for some time, I keep saying this always, that the pairs I trade most is gold, pound USD, and pound JPY. So I trade one commodity, which is gold. Then when we come to the pairs, I talk about pound JPY and pound USD. Also, if you are part of my Telegram channel, then you should know that I usually give trade signals on these three pairs. So let's look at pound JPY. The first one we did was gold. Now we are on pound JPY, so we are going to look for sniper entry on pound JPY. Pay attention, because this is also very simple. I always say that I don't like complicating things. I just make it simple, because I've been a teacher before. I also know how there are different kind of people we have, and how they are understanding is, or how people assimilate things in different stages. So let's look at what pound JPY is doing here. Now you can see that pound JPY is moving in an uptrend. I always like talking about structure, because once you know the structure, like I said, you already know what price is going to do. So you look for your structure, then you now look for your key zone. So this is pound JPY on weekly time frame, and we have this zone over here. This is a source of support zone as well. So what will happen here is that we can just wait for price to come back and fill this week, then we continue moving to the upside. But immediately price breaks this zone, then of course maybe the trend will change to the downside to this point, because this is a higher time frame. Don't forget, this is weekly time frame. Now let's go to the daily time frame and see what is also happening here. So this is the zone. Now if I want to draw the zone from the left side, then we are going to have something like this. You can see that this one has been tested, this has also been tested, but now we are looking at the current price, what price is doing currently. So we are going to bring our zone towards this point, and this is daily time frame. So what I am looking at is for price to get here, then we can have a push up towards the upside, because we are already in an uptrend. Then we move to the 4-hour time frame. So this is the 4-hour time frame. You can see what is happening here. This is the 4-hour time frame, and remember, this was the zone we drew on the weekly time frame. So we are still expecting price to come here. You need to be patient. You need patience to make money in this industry. You need a lot of patience. So this is the 4-hour time frame, and you know I like playing on the 4-hour time frame. So right on the 4-hour time frame, let's see if we can add another 2 here. So we are going to have this here. Let's see, we are going to have this here. This will now be our trend line. So we've added another 2 to this, which is our trend line. We have the trend line is on the week. I also taught how to trade trend lines, so you can look for that also and learn how to properly draw trend lines and take trades with trend lines. So we have the first touch here. Others also do multiple touches, but I am only looking at 3 touches. It depends on what I am seeing in the market. You really need to open your eyes as well. So this is the first touch, this is the second touch. I am waiting for the third touch, then maybe I continue buying, or I am waiting for price to break to this point. You know, like I said, this is our major point where we are looking at price, but price can just get to this trend line also, and we can have the buying to the upside. Let me show you what is going to happen. And this usually happens on when you're about to release news, when there's going to be a fundamental. This usually happens anytime market makers have left a zone which they are yet to fill. You see that price will come back, fill that zone before it to start moving in the direction of the trend. So this is our trend line. So we are going to either take our entry from the trend line, or we come to this zone to take our entry. This is the 4-hour time frame. Now let's look at the reaction of price on these zones. Remember, we are going to enter this trade with candlestick pattern, which we are considering as our trend line. And now, if you know me for some time now, you should also know that I deal more of with candlestick patterns. Okay, so this is our zone. Let's draw it warm. Okay, right here. Now you see price has triggered the zone. Even after that, even we were looking at the candlestick pattern here, you can see that price rejected and closed above this trend line here. Okay, so this should tell you that this is a manipulation back into the zones that the big boys have left behind. This is a manipulation to refill the orders they've left behind. So right from there you can see the trend line here. So we are going to now take our entry on the trend line. So right from there, I'll just pick up my long position to drop it here, my SL a little below here, then my take profit to the nearest support or resistance at this point. So let's see what happened right after that. So this is now our sniper entry. This is what I consider as my sniper entry, and you can see what is happening here. You can see price is moving right into our take profit zone. So our risk to reward here is 1:4.9, almost 1:5. So this is a very good risk to reward. Now let's see what happened here. Let's see if our take profit will be triggered. See what is happening here. Price is moving right into our take profit zone. You see what is happening here nicely. This is what I consider as my sniper entry, and I love taking most of my trades on the 4-hour time frame. Like I said, 4-hour, 1 hour, or 15 minutes time frame. I don't like stressing myself, then naming using big English to confuse you guys. So you see our take profit has been triggered nicely, and like I said, our take profit is 1:4 or 1:4.5. Basically, this is what I call the sniper entry. Now, if you've not subscribed to my Telegram channel, the link is in the description below. Click on it and join the Telegram channel. Also, if you've not subscribed to this channel, click on that subscribe button, click on the like button as well, and also leave a comment below. I'll see you in the next video, and bye.